I was just looking up. I was looking up care, but don't let it matter.
Oh, we're doing Cosmic Orphan speak.
Oh.
We promised Cosmic Orphans.
Where the page at?
Great question. Let me.
Oh, okay. You don't know.
35.
I think I had it up with you. That's a lot farther down than I thought.
Yeah, it's its own little thing. It's oh. Yeah, this will just be the goofy episode. We'll do the dad stuff and this, and it's our little goofball for the year. So beliefs. We have, I think you wrote that one, like the first paragraph. Are you there yet?
Yeah, no, I'm there.
Yeah. So I think you did the little paragraph above, right? Yeah, definitely. He didn't send me no text that said God loves all.
Okay, so a little bit about Cosmic Orphans. Question mark, question mark, question mark. This one does not have end constructivism, so
I tied it in with my little thing beneath it.
No, I understand, but like he didn't write ... and constructivism. So
oh, got you. Yeah, no, he
didn't. Yeah. So our dad, Steve Carr, was a very spiritual man. He became a born-again Christian at 19, and he believed fully in God. He was Christian in the Bible, and he the literal last text that my dad sent me was God loves all, caps. He didn't normally do things like that, but my dog is his grandbaby. And yeah, obviously she's not biologically mine, but in spirit and soul, she is mine. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that one.
That's all you gotta say? Cosmic Orphans? Come on, people need some context here. We're not talking about some cosmic brownies over here. We're talking about orphans.
Orphans. Yeah, specifically the orphans, yes.
We are the Cosmic Orphans. For those who don't know what the hell we're talking about, let me read you a little snippet here. To be relegated in the universe as a byproduct of slime time has never made sense to me. For a time, I danced with the Big Bang Theory origin of life. After more research, the oscillating theory of evolution, if I were to embrace evolution at all, seemed to make the most scientific sense. This is all well and done, but where did the original masses that collided come from? If it's always been there, how does one explain that with the reality? How does one explain that with the reality of second law of thermodynamics? Further, when exactly in the evolutionary cycle did intelligence enter the picture? Morality, design, emotions, will, soul, personality? None of that makes sense to me without some greater being creating the spontaneous processes necessary to make life possible. Anything to say on that?
Orphans.
And underneath it, I explain that I don't believe in the big G, but I do believe in energy, and I do believe that an original existence of energy could split up, I guess, and create certain things, and maybe it has consciousness. I'm getting a little too. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna take this out.
So to cut that off, and maybe out.
I'm just getting too into my beliefs. Go ahead.
No, and we could. If anyone wants to hear about that, please let us know, because We can talk about anything we want. You want controversy? We got you, homies.
We got all the controversies.
Yeah, we know controversial topics. We can talk about it. Also, we're not dicks, so we'll listen to other people's opinions. You believe in the spaghetti monster? It's your bottom.
Yes. But just off the little snippet that I did say, I guess I won't cut it off. Just based off the little snippet that I did say, you can clearly tell it's not the same opinion as my dad. But even though we never talked about it, because I think like right off the bat when I was a teenager, I was like, I'm not religious. I don't like talking about that shit. And so he was like, okay. And so he just never brought it up with me. And I know if I did try to initiate a conversation with him about it, like saying, okay, this topic is okay, he would not only listen to me, he would try to find something that he could relate to in his own beliefs and sort of build off of that, which goes back to what we were saying in the previous episode about respecting others' opinions and focusing on the similarities or the differences that you can build off of.
Yeah.
Versus just shutting the other person down or not listening.
Definitely. There's a lot of charge and energy that goes into spirituality and religion that I personally have not practiced either. You know, I would say that I have very strong morals that probably stem from a biblical sense. Like, and not even a biblical sense, but just a spiritual sense where like, hey, like be a good person, treat others with respect. Like, and you may take that as, you know, comparing morality with spirituality differently. In my mind, I think I would be a much different person if I didn't have the knowledge that I have. So, I mean, that just stems into all of this. Also, I just want to say something super fun and that Juliet forgot to mention out. After Cosmic Orphans, the first three words are methinks not with 4 exclamation points. I love how this portrays the very dramatic side of our father, like in a very playful way, because as he got older, the more and more what's the right like term, like the more playful that he was, like all of his actual irritations, whatever, you know, like what used to actually potentially be arguments with people, because he was in radio and he did debate with people for a living for a long time. He was very good at it. So what he used to be able to actually debate with people, he just kind of turns into like a big joke. It's like, methinks not. You know, just kind of making it more playful and fun and like using that energy towards something a lot less degrading
Intense.
to other people,
Yeah,
and
degrading.
and and hurtful. So I love that. And then right after that it goes, how boring. And that's
What
just
a boring thought that it would just happen that way. You
yeah.
know, it's more designed than that. And he thought that would be more interesting and something more inspiring to live by and to believe. And that's really a better way of introducing Cosmic Orphans.
I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say this is the silly side of our dad, and so we're doing a silly little episode. Like, I in no way believe that his opinions or his thoughts are nullified in any way by his charisma and by his little silly childish way of stating things. I think they were very intense and he took them to heart and he lived by them. But also, he was just a really, as he got older, silly person. And so, as Alyssa was saying, he used to be super intense and he realized that pushes people away. So as he grew older, he found ways to identify with other people, their different beliefs, things they feel strongly about, without negating his own beliefs or like dismissing his own things that he cares about, but also being able to incorporate what other people feel and consider into the conversation in a respectful way. And that's kind of what Cosmic Orphans is about. He sort of says all this, but we know based off of knowing our father and the things he says after Alyssa's introduction is that he really genuinely felt that it could not have been random. Like something had to have been planned, and he believes God planned it all out. And he believes in the afterlife, and we like to believe he's still with us in some way or another. And although my father and I never talked about religion because we knew it wasn't a topic that I was comfortable with, so he just never brought it up unless I started it. I wish we had had that conversation, especially in his older years, because then I would have something really insightful and profound to say right now, rather than just rambling about what ifs.
Hey, here's the great thing is I have those conversations with him. I don't have anything profound to say.
Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Well, it would have been profound because it was like just something that was so like that in politics. We could never, I told him, do not talk to me about religion, do not talk to me about politics. And he was like, okay, I want to have a conversation with you, so I'm going to find something else to talk about. And that's how respectful he was, even though he had really strong opinions and beliefs.
I talked to him about both, and it was always fine with us. I mean, once in a while, I'd get hurt or hated, and I'd be like, I'm not going to talk about this. I'm going to freak out. Like, I'm going to call someone. Blah, blah, blah. Because something about me is that I'm very, very passionate about a lot of shit I don't know. So when I talk to someone, especially someone with a different opinion and a lot of knowledge to back up their opinion, and I think a lot of people are like this, it's not just me. It's hard to admit. So if you're like this, let me know. Or just like stop. And it's more along the lines of like once you're in the corner and you've realized I'm actually probably wrong on this, or like, oh crap, I see what you're saying, and stop doing that swaying shit.
No, this is fun. I didn't know this chair could do this. I'm getting my money's worth. Just kidding.
Explicit behavior. So yeah, so when I am being defensive and backed into a corner, I more so just get like, well, you're ugly. You know, like there's no facts behind it, and there's just rage. So if you also are like this, and more so if you know you're like this, um, like don't let that get in the way of your relationships, because those are the literal only things I regret about my relationship with my dad was he would try to have like a civilized conversation with me about something, and I would take it to heart, I guess. Like I would try to impress him with my knowledge of what I didn't have knowledge of as well. So hear me out on that. Don't do that. Love your loved ones. Love their ideas.
On what really matters, what's important to you, and what you can see yourself caring about 10 years from now versus 5 minutes from now may seem really important. And then you get over it and you're like, oh, why was I so upset?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
No, just try to be respectful. Try to be respectful. And then be a little silly. Like, don't get too intense with it. However you do it, if it's being silly, if it's taking a few breaths, whatever, just realize people are different. They have different opinions. They have different beliefs. That is part of what makes humanity amazing. It is not a bad thing to have a different opinion. If
No.
you're the type of person that feels the need to change other people's minds, maybe just, find a different person to talk to that has the same opinions.
Yeah, and like, please don't go into politics. I don't want to vote for
Politics,
someone that isn't willing to listen.
land of the free. Let us be.
Are we? So yeah,
Okay.
cut out all of that. Comment down below if you would like to see us do an ice bucket challenge.
That works. Good job, Liz. Good job.
If there's even one comment, we got to do it. That's not us.
You got to do it. If there's 2 comments, I'll do it.
Yeah, okay, one is me. Add a second one. Start a new profile account.
No,
Make
that
that bitch
has to
do
have
it too.
existed for 3 months. I don't trust you. You're gonna
I
like
am not
make
gonna
5
do
different
that.
accounts.
Maybe if there was already one comment from somebody else, I'd be like, yeah.
Okay, fine, I'll do that. Oh, it's cold. I'm already cold in here, and it's like 72 degrees.
You think I'm gonna enjoy it?
Yeah, you jump in fucking ice water lakes all the time.
Maybe that's why my circulation's riggedy wrecked.
Maybe we shouldn't do that then.
No, it's fine. Doctor told me I was fine. Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
my heart. Nothing wrong with my blood.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yay! Somebody please comment so I can see her do this.
Love you too.
Yeah, love to see you struggle. Love to see you succeed
Yeah.
in an ice water challenge.
It's not even the whole tongue. It's just like the tip is curled in.
Wait. No, it's a clover. It's a clover.
It's a clover? That's what's supposed to be happening? Ew.
It's genetic.
It's a fucking burrito bowl, is what it is. With some beef in there, you can
Just scoop it in.
right. No, everybody. Yeah. Rock your body. Yeah. Everybody. Rock your body right. Oh, change spoken. I don't think it's English. I just don't go ahead. Cosmic Orphans. Where are you? Beliefs. All about beliefs. This episode. Yellow.
Yo, girl. I wish I would have brought like a jacket or something because I'm in the same exact outfit.
I have to pee. So I'm gonna go pee. And then I'm gonna find a way to change my clothes so you look like you have
No!
today.
Ah! Damn it.